Okay. So that took a little while. Okay. I don't know if you can tell, I might actually cough at some point during the video, but I'm sick, and I have been for, I want to say at least a week. Yeah, a little over a week now. Down here is some Visual Studio stuff, so there you go. I wanted to make a quick video. I've been showing you how to program using Visual Studio Ultimate 2012, but I wanted to show you, I did a little bit of research, talked to some Microsoft chat guys. They were very, very helpful. If you ever have any Microsoft issues, ask them in the chats. They are actually helpful, and they don't charge you at all, which is nice. Anyway, this is a website from Microsoft. Visual Studio Express 2012 is a free version of Visual Studio. I mean free as in forever free. Of these, I'm gonna recommend, well, it really depends on you. If you have Windows 8 and you want to do some stuff like Windows 8 apps, I don't know if this will work. I think this works. But this is the Windows 8, I think it's Metro interface or something. And you see these things, these are apps. You can put something on the App Store if you get the Windows 8 version. However, the primary function of my sort of tutorial series here is game making, which, although you could move it over to Windows 8 applications, that's not how I'm natively going to teach it. If you want to move it over there, that's your choice. I certainly won't stop you. So I'm going to recommend that you get this version here. I'm going to put this link in the description, hopefully. So this is Visual Studio Express 2012 for Windows Desktop, which basically means you can make applications for the desktop, which is what we're at now. See, it has this. This is a application I made. It's my physics engine. You've seen it a couple times at this point. This is how you would obtain it. I think you either download or install. That's really your choice. It's 30 days for free, regardless of what you decide to do. What I would recommend, though, is register. It's a free registration, and you get a free product key that you get, I'm told, pretty much as soon as you register. It should just sort of pop up or something. Maybe it pops up in your email, more or less instantaneously. I don't know. I haven't done it, and I'm not going to do it for this video. I have Visual Studio 2012 Ultimate, and I like it very much, and I don't want to screw anything up with it. So if you don't have Visual Studio, you can get it this way. The people at my school get it a different way, which, you know, goes through our school, and I can't show you that. Or I suppose I could, but it involves passwords and stuff, which, although you wouldn't see, it wouldn't help you either. So, this is how you would get it. You could download or install. I don't think it really matters. I think it's probably going to be a 32-bit regardless. You can choose your own language. I'd recommend English, because that's all I speak. If you don't get a registration key, the product expires in 30 days. I don't know whether that matters at all, but I'm told that there's really not a whole lot of difference, aside from the version I have and this version. Aside from there's some powerful stuff that goes on behind the scenes, like, collaboration. I can sync with servers and things of that nature on my end, that this version may or may not be able to do. I don't know, and I'm not going to try to find out. I'm sorry. Here's some system requirements. So Windows 7 at least, I guess. I don't know what Windows Server as an operating system is. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. 1.6 gigahertz processor or better, a gig of RAM, 5 gigs on hard drive, and stuff. Yeah, I'd recommend at least DirectX 9. I don't know what happened to my beautiful link. Go back to... Thank you. Thank you, Microsoft, for making a very intuitive web page. So go here, get the desktop version for now. I guess you could probably get all of them if you wanted. This is for web development, which would be what we're in now. You can make stuff for webs in here, I guess. I don't know. Windows Phone, only relevant to people that have a Windows Phone of some kind. I don't. I have an Android. It works most of the time. This is for collaboration on a single project, which I'm not going to teach you how to do anything with that. If you want to download this and learn for yourself, go right ahead. I don't know how. My dev team that's working on Project Soul here, I'll open that for a second here. This is the wrong thing, I think. Yeah, this is the physics engine that's been integrated into the Mantis thing. This is the game we're working on. It's not full. It's fully integrated at this point. You may notice that the colors are different. That's a what is it called? Extension that you should be able to get in the Express version. It's in the tools, which for mine you have to hit Alt, and then up here is Tools and Extensions and Updates. You can search there. Make sure whatever you get is free. Otherwise, there's usually only a trial version. One thing to note, this is Visual Assist X. It's a thing in here. It's not free unless you only want it for 30 days. Try it for 30 days, and if you are a slow typer or you like stuff to be faster, coding-wise, development time gets shorter, it's a lifesaver. I had it before and didn't realize it was a 30-day trial. So get the full license version of that. One license, I guess, lasts you forever, but it only gets you so many updates and stuff, but I don't see any need for updating on a piece of software like that. I have never had any issues with it, and I think it's just amazing software. I'll hopefully be purchasing it at some point. I'm going to quickly switch over to this. This is my physics engine that you've seen before. This is the full thing. So here's some code. These are spring forces. They're not integrated into the Mantis engine yet. Right now, I don't think this compiles. It might. Honestly, there wouldn't be any point in compiling it because I haven't, put anything extra into it that would matter right now. Yeah, I added spring forces, but they're not in the demo. I haven't added them to the demo, so even if it did compile, the only thing you would see would be whatever was, running last time. I would normally finish up what I started last time with, I guess it was probably switch statements and loops of some kind, but I don't know if this is going to show up on your side or not. This is my task manager right now. It's got 30.3 gigs of RAM being used. I highly doubt I could run another instance of Visual Studio and not just take up all the RAM in my computer and crash it immediately. So I'm not going to show you guys that, at least not right now. I will, however, give you a bit of a tease. Something I recently started using, and something I suggest everybody looks into. It's called Lambdas. Also, here's some stuff that you might find interesting. Shortcuts. Control M, Control O collapses everything, which, helps. And by Control M, I mean Control M, then release both buttons, then Control O, the letter O. That'll collapse everything and helps you get to where you need to be. And I'm in the wrong place. Yes, I'm in the wrong place, so this is completely irrelevant. I need to be here. This is an error. I get it occasionally. I haven't yet figured out what it's for. It hasn't done anything. So if you see that kind of error pop up, I don't even know if it showed up. It wasn't on there for very long. It's not important. But here is we haven't talked about them yet, but it's something called an STL container, and I'm going to make this video as short as possible. STL container, we talked about arrays. The STL container vector, which is seen here, std vector, is essentially a dynamic array type thing, and you can make it hold whatever. We also haven't talked about classes, which is what this is, and so is this. So it's not incredibly important or relevant right now, but I will go over them soon. So this is sort of foreshadowing as to what I'll get to eventually. But this is a lambda thing for max element, and I think it just kind of... I'd never used a lambda before, and I think it's kind of cool that you can do something like that. But basically, this one line of code here does everything that this sort of thing here kind of did. It goes through everything and it gets whatever I'm looking for. It's kind of complicated. I'd run through it eventually. I will run through it. Because after I teach you all of the basics, which includes classes, STLs, pointers, finishing the loops, and logic operators, we will eventually get to classes. If I didn't say those already. And once I have familiarized you guys with all of the basics you're going to need to know to build a game, the first thing is going to be probably some basic physics. I haven't decided if I'm going to just sort of take all of this that I have here and just sort of make a copy of it and rip out all of the physics stuff that I have created, and therefore just leaving you guys with essentially a graphics shell, which I'd have to then explain to you guys what everything did in there. But I'm thinking that might be the best way to do it. When I do that, I will go over some graphics stuff as well. But I just wanted to sort of show you guys how to get Visual Studio. I can't walk you through, or I guess I could, maybe, but I don't really feel like it. I am sick. So, sick with what? I have no idea. I went to the doctor, they said I was negative for strep and gave me something. I don't know. So, not really that healthy. I'm getting better. God, I was terrible earlier in the week. So I'm almost fully recovered. I should be fine by the time I have school again on Monday. I'm hoping to upload this tonight. On the next step of what I'm doing here, which isn't really entirely relevant to all of you guys. So, if you're gonna try and do this, follow the previous couple tutorials, and sort of sorry about that. Sort of get probably this one for now. Should have full C++, as well as C#, which, you know, I haven't actually used C#. I like C++, it's powerful and stuff, so. This is just a sort of starting point for you guys. Where you go from here, I'm not too sure on that one, to be honest. So, you can get other language packs, I guess. Let me quickly show you, I believe this is already linked in, but this is Project Soul. This is the website, projectsoulgame.com. This is the website for that thing I showed you earlier, where it had Mantis somewhere over here in Visual Studio, integrating my physics engine. So this is the website that's for the game. It doesn't have a whole lot on it right now. It's got some stuff that's pretty cool. It's got a... I don't even know what the hell that is. Don't try to test games, it's boring. It has a Twitter and a Facebook that you can like and follow. I think I got that right. And this is the Twitter thing. So here, yeah, follow, and you could tweet at us, I guess. I don't know if you guys already knew this, but that's my full name. I guess it wouldn't really matter. You can find me now, maybe. If you show up on my doorstep, I do carry swords in this house, so please don't. Physics, graphics, AI, little symbol there. Here is just sort of us, the dev team. You could see us here, I guess. I don't know if you guys know what I look like yet or not. There's me, physics. I wear glasses and I have a hat. And, Jimmy doesn't look like that. The rest of these I'm pretty sure are accurate. Yep. Okay, so this is the team that's making Project Soul. I think we have some bios written. Some of them are good. Mine, probably not. I don't really remember what I wrote for that, but this is where you can find that for those of you that are wondering about the Flaming Zombie Ponies game that I was doing earlier. It's still in the works, actually. When I get the time, probably not likely to happen soon, but when I get the time, I will integrate my physics engine into there and try to do something with it. I don't know if I'm gonna have the time to do that anytime soon. If I had to guess, I'd say probably not. What is this? So that's pretty much everything. I don't know if this will work right now or not. I don't know. I'm gonna click it and see what happens. Yeah, okay. So I'm pretty sure that this still works, just as a quick demonstration. It's a little iffy on the frame rate, but yeah. So this is with the, STL algorithms added, and so you know that the change from whatever I had before, that sort of weird while loop or whatever, yeah, it didn't actually change a whole lot. See, everything still works just fine. See, you end up with a bunch of blocks in a line. My throat's getting dry from talking so much. I had a comment on another video about my not making this engine because they found visualparadox.com. I'm just gonna mention this now. I made everything in here aside from DirectX itself and Visual Studio 2012 Ultimate itself. And the texture itself. Visualparadox.com is where I got this texture. I didn't feel it was necessary to mention it because it's on their product. I don't claim ownership of it. The engine itself, I made. I just showed you some of the code. So, if you don't think I made this, feel free to challenge the code I've written so far. I don't know, whatever. I know the inner workings of this engine pretty well. I should have made the damn thing. And I'm gonna be adding something that will be very, very cool, sometime soon-ish. I guess where I'm at right now, once I finish adding these spring forces, which you saw a little bit of, once I finish adding those, and if you're wondering, that's normal, because friction is stupid high right now. I just decided to make friction really high so that the blocks were better at sticking to each other. Right now they're stickier than Velcro, which is funny, but anyway, I mentioned that in another video already. I'm using X input. I have a mini Xbox 360 controller in my hands right now. I am doing this in real time, which is why the frame rate is terrible. In fact, I could probably record this better on my phone. I don't know. I'm sick and I don't really feel like doing anything right now. But even though I'm sick, I still have work to do, so this is just sort of a quick update on the programming series I'm doing it. On how to get Visual Studio. Last time, I think one of the first videos I did, I told you guys to sort of try to figure out how to get it on your own. But I was doing a little bit of multi-threading research, and came across someone that said you could get it for free, and they didn't message me back. I had asked them where, and, well, I guess if I had bothered doing a little bit of research before I asked them, it probably would have been stupid to ask them. But anyway, there's how to get Visual Studio Express, I guess, for free. They do have the 2010 versions if you want them. Personally, I like the 2012 version better, because it has C++ 11 standards native, so you don't have to include anything like the Boost library or something. So I'm not actually teaching you a whole lot of programming this time around. I'm just I'm talking out of my butt. But yeah, so there you go. Nothing really big. There's a mesh that we're using in the game. No, I did not make it. And yes, it's supposed to have a texture on it, but this is my graphics framework, and it sucks. I didn't build it to be really good. I built it to render boxes and spheres and stuff. It renders based on vertex and index buffers, and based on the fact that everything is made of triangles, I'll be showing you guys something pretty awesome in a week or so, sometime around there. I don't know. I tried to get this thing to lay down. It doesn't matter. I apologize for the I'm sick and coughing thing. So there's that. I'm gonna put that link in the description. I guess what the hell, I'll put Project Soul in the link as well, even though it's already on my YouTube channel under social, I think. I don't know. So is my battle log. If you find where my Twitter and stuff is, battle log's there too. Excuse me. That's pretty much it. So yeah. That's how you get Visual Studio. Hope you enjoy. Which button is it? This one. Okay. That's how you get it. So if you don't have Visual Studio, now you can obtain a free version. I don't know if it actually supports C, but I know it supports C++ and C#, so it supports other stuff, I suppose, but those are the primary things that it supports, I guess. I don't know. I only work with C++. There's that, so yeah, there's that, that's it. I don't really have anything to talk about. Enjoy the Visual Studio. Try to put some of that stuff I have in the other videos into practice. Get a little practice in. I don't know, maybe troll your mother or something with a program you make that takes input or something. It should be fun. Whatever you do, try not to, make some crazy virus that will eat up all the RAM in your computer, because that won't be fun. Trust me. There are very bad things that can happen if you don't do things properly. I'm pretty sure I mentioned most of them, if not all of them. There's memory leaks, but we haven't gotten to pointers, so if you try to make a pointer and you think you know how, unless you are absolutely sure you know how to use pointers, please don't. I will show you how to properly manage your pointers in a video at some point. Anyway, so that's how to get it. Now you can put some of those tutorials to practice, I guess. I will go over some other stuff with Visual Studio later. I'll talk to you guys again when I don't sound terrible. So, see y'all in a bit.